It's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. You look at the Pistons. Now, here's Cunningham. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Minnesota with the ball. Pass to Johnson. 2 on the clock. Green with the rebound. Here's Harrelson. And here's Daniels. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Cunningham with it. Now Green defending. Back to Cunningham. To the middle. Sarr gets the bucket.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Here's Harrelson. Pass to Daniel. Good on the three-point shot.
Man, if Daniels is hitting that, it really opens up the offense.
Cunningham outside. There's the drive. And Cunningham with the slam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Shots good by Green.
You know, this team spaces the floor so well, and Draymond Green, if he's selective, can be somebody who can operate at the three-point line.
Brent, Draymond Green's resume speaks for itself. What's he do, though, that we may not see or appreciate?
Well, Kevin, Draymond Green does such a great job of being a connector and communicator defensively. It is remarkable the way that he can impact every position on the floor by the way he uses both his position and his voice. Forget about the offense. Draymond takes on the challenge every night defensively, and that makes him elite.
So it's the Pistons now after the basket by Minnesota. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Now, here's Cunningham. Back to Green. Unloads. Rebound, Detroit. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Now, right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thanks, David. Detroit with the ball. Jalen Johnson missing his last shot. Here's Harrelson. He has yet to score. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Cunningham with it. Now Green defending. It's Miller on the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And it's a tie ball game.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Outside, Green. Pass to Harrelson. Now Whitmore. And the wide open shot from Reddish. No good on the three.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Out to the wing to end the cold streak, and stolen by Sarr. That one goes in. Sarr's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Harrelson. Pass to Daniel. Good on the triple. Daniels has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pistons.
A good-looking jump shot right there by Daniels.
Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. Yep, that one goes in there. Here's Harrelson. No scoring in this one. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Pistons making a change here. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Cunningham on the wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Johnson in the corner. Three-pointer. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Pistons trailing. Pass to Stewart. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Cunningham drives in. Miller outside. At the elbow, it's Saar. Just 5 on the clock. And a wide open look for Cunningham. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Pistons on offense. They trail by 1. On the wing, Daniels. And he's good on the 3-ball. Daniels has got 9.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Cunningham. Johnson the screen. They get a hand on it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. .56 seconds left in the first. Pass to Harrelson. And he drives in. And he slams it right down on top of Cade Cunningham.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Here's Saar. And Saar throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Harrelson. Pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And Stewart, even though he's built a little stocky, can get up off the deck, that time with a huge jam.
Now Cunningham. Now here is Miller. Back to Cunningham. On the clock. It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Pistons on top. They lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pistons.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Here's Thor. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Cunningham outside. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Cade getting up that time.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Pistons lead it. Here's Jerome. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Wagner. And it's Vucevic missing.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
To the inside. Here's Wagner. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Wagner's got his first bucket of the night.
Just smart decisions, as Cunningham did a great job of setting his guy up.
Pass to Jerome. A three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Cunningham. Wagner outside. Shepard with the ball. Scoreless thus far.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Cunningham outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And the Pistons with possession here. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Whitmore up top. And Wagner over to help. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Daniels inside the line. Detroit, no good that time either.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Cunningham outside. There's Miller with the three. Drills the three-pointer. Miller's got 5 points so far. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times have coaches employed different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor?
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Daniels. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Looking confident inside at 6'7", Daniels has the height to feel comfortable down low.
And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here's Cunningham. He's got 6. Pass to Shepard. 5 to shoot. Wagner outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Pistons substitution. Number 23. Draymond Green.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Jerome. Still scoreless. And they take the lead. And the Pistons lead by 2.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Anthony. Drives to the hoop. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Number 31. Jordan Hawkins.
Here's Jerome. 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. And it's Thibault in the corner. Anthony left side. Back to Thibault. Pass to Shepard. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Toppin can't get it to go.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
To the left side wing. Here's Fleming. Still yet to score. Crafty move. And he lays it up and in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now Anthony. Pass to Shepard. Back to Anthony. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. From outside the arc. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Here's Jerome. Outside, Green. Hawkins with it. Here's Jerome. Hits the three-point bomb. Now it's a 5-point Piston lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To Thibault. Here's Shepard. Wagner left side. And here now is Thibault. Takes the 3. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. .132 left in the first half. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Boy, is he dynamic. Jalen Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
Pistons leading by 3. Here's Harrelson. And the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple. Anthony looking it over. Pass to Johnson. Back to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Saar. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Hawkins. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hawkins has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Timberwolves trailed by 4. Anthony right side. No one near Shepard as he lets it go.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons. Number 22.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Shepard. Misses the 3. Pistons leading by 4. Now here's Green. Out left to the wing. Outside, Bain. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons lead by 4. From Target Center, back in a moment. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Harrelson. To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hawkins has got his second basket of the night.
I like how the confidence shows up for Hawkins down there. Doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Cunningham. Miller outside. That three off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Harrelson. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Pass to Fleming. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Bain with the bucket. Bain's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons.
And you love a reliable scorer like Bain, a guy who will work hard to get his look.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
There's the pick. Here's Green. Can't hit from the elbow.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
From deep three-point land. And Cade Cunningham good for 3. Cunningham's got 11.
And Cade Cunningham's confidence from there is growing with every shot.
On the wing, Daniels. He's got 11. Takes a 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean. Five of 7.
Showing the range and competitiveness. Nice answer by Daniels.
Outside, Green. The kick out to Cunningham. Outside, Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pistons leading by 3. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Down low. Here's Green. Miller grabs the miss. Cunningham outside. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Substitution on the court.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Here's Whitmore. Plays it up and banks it in. He has 7.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Cunningham right side. Kicks it out to Johnson. Timberwolves passing it around. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Pistons shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Cunningham for 3. Rebound by Harrelson. Pistons leading by 4. To the middle. And the dunk by Stewart.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Cunningham on the wing. 11 points in the game. Johnson surveying the floor. To Cunningham. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Cunningham's got 13 points.
And Cade, well aware of the clock winding down, did not rush.
Pass to Daniels. Now Whitmore. He's got 7. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Whitmore's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Green.
First team foul.
Cunningham outside. Shot clock at 6. Left side, Miller. Over Reddish.
You like to see Reddish out there showing this kind of energy on the defensive end of the floor. How can I help?
Back to Whitmore. Miller grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
To the right side. Here's Czar. And the wing jumper offline. Detroit leading by 7. Pass to Whitmore. And here's Stewart. Whitmore up top. 10 points for him. Stewart down low. For 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Timberwolves trail by 10. A minute 50 left in the third. And it's Miller atop the key. Cunningham on the wing. He's got 13. And it's good for 2. Cunningham's got 9 points now in just the second half. Detroit leading by 8. Here's Jerome. Lets it go from the wing. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Pass to Miller. It's stolen by Reddish. .52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Whitmore. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Timberwolves trail by 10. There's Miller with the 3. Daniels with it. Now Green defending. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. A shot by Stewart with no one around. Inside. Cunningham right side. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Whitmore with it. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident.
The Pistons 52.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game. Outside, Green fires the three. Tries to keep it alive. And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it last. So it's Detroit now. 10-point lead. This is their Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Pass to Hawkins. Stewart with it. Guarded by Green. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got the lead up to 12 now for Detroit.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
There's a screen by Toppin. From deep, Green. It's hauled in by Hawkins. Pistons leading by 12. Here's Payne. Quick shot there, and it's off target. So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's Anthony. It's tipped. And here's Hawkins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
14th pick in the 2023 draft, Jordan Hawkins did start some games as a rookie. He adjusted really well to the league. This guy is going to be a quality player for a long time.
And so Hawkins drills both of them.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Outside Anthony. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Pass to Stewart. And he banks in the layup. And the Pistons lead by 16.
Quite simply, Isaiah Stewart is a force.
Here's Anthony. Missed inside. Here's Jerome. Got a piece of it. And here we go with Toppin running it up the court. Outside Anthony. Back to Toppin. Anthony in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Back to Toppin. To stop the drought. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Toppin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pistons leading by 13. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Jerome, no good. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Both teams will make substitutions. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. We'll see if that fire gets lit, guys.
Thank you, David. Detroit with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. In the corner, Daniels. Pass to Harrelson. Green inside. Green draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Now Whitmore takes it inside, and Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Cunningham on the wing. Pass to Shepard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Great lift off the floor. Johnson is electric.
Here's Harrelson. Whitmore with it. And here's Daniels. Here's Harrelson. Pass to Whitmore. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Cunningham. Knocks it loose. Here's Harrelson. Drops in the breakaway layup. So it's Minnesota now. Cunningham looking it over. Miller outside. They kick it out to Green. And we got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Everybody get down. Everyone, let's hear it for you.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miller outside. Detroit with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. And a wide open look for Whitmore. And it's off from three-point range.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Cunningham for 3. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Got a piece of it. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That'll be his second foul of the game. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Saw. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Cunningham. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pistons leading by 9. And here's Daniels. Whitmore with it. Now here's Reddish. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And he makes good on the layup. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Cade Cunningham has it going. He's playing with tremendous confidence.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Harrelson. It's deflected.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Miller outside. With the drive. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And drawing contact is what Miller does best. Versatile in his movements towards the basket.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And here are the Pistons now. 6-point lead. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Harrelson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's Cunningham. It's deflected, and so the Pistons take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging,